Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Oh my god, it's been a while. I've been meaning to do this video for a long time. I just don't have the time to actually come and do a recording, but I'm here today to show you guys one of the best, well, one of the funnest deck I ever play with. It's fun is the word, we'll go with it. And it's Dragonmaid. Honestly, this deck is up there with one of the meta decks and is absolutely destroying people right now. There'll be some deck that obviously will counter this so hard, like Eldritch with skill drain, but this is the deck. It's honestly crazy. I'll show you guys one replay and we do a live duel as well after the replay, but I'll show you guys one replay before we actually get into the duel. So this is the deck right here. I'll go through the deck profile at the end of the video, so make sure you stay for that. And before we go into it, guys, of course, leave a like, subscribe and ring the bell notification as well, so you're never going to miss any one of my videos. But let's just go into the duel here, guys. I'm not going to tell you guys what deck he's playing, but I'm so proud of myself to actually play against this deck and actually winning. Of course, we're going second here, and as you can see there, he's playing a Drytron deck, and I was lucky to pick up all the cards I had in my hand. It looked like a very brick hand, but the ash bottom right there stopped everything. So that's so good. He set one and passed. I played the Laundry Maid. I used the effect of Ernest to special summon her onto the field, and then it's discarded. Discarded 3 cards from the top of the deck into the field. Luckily, we get the changeover in the graveyard, so we can put this back into our hand by put one monster back from our hand from the field. And obviously, we've got Dragonmaid Welcome as well. This card, it's good. It does come in handy in certain situations, but yeah, you play one spell of this card. We also put Return of the Dragon Lord, I think that's what it is. Yeah, Return of the Dragon Lord into the graveyard as well, so that's our it's effective. It's in the graveyard, banish this card, and our dragon type monsters don't get destroyed. So that's handy to have in the graveyard, and obviously we can use this straight away when it's our turn. Our turn come, we got a Lightning Storm. Now I thought I made a misplay right here, so I've called this card, put this card back in my hand from the graveyard by putting one monster card from our hand, from our field onto our hand. I could Lightning Storm this. Not gonna lie, I totally forget to play this card. I changed the deck a little bit, just in case we do come in second, and then this sets, 5 back rows. So I played this card just in case they do that, but luckily they just set one and pass. So I didn't think of using the Lightning Storm. So I played the Dragonmaid again to obviously discard 3 more cards from the top of our deck. And we got another Dragonmaid in, we got Power Extravagance, and we got a Tidy in as well. Now, I played the Overchange, so we can bring out our boss monster, which is his Shoe, Dragonmaid Shoe. Now, this card is, like I said, is our boss monster, and it's one of the best monster cards we can have in this deck. It negates anything from monster or card effect. By putting it back into the extra deck, it will negate it, and then we can bring out the House Dragonmaid onto the field. So this card barely will get into the graveyard, and neither will the House Dragonmaid. So I bought him out from the Overchange. After I played the Dragonmaid Welcome just to boost his tackle, I decided to get rid of this card right here, Eva. Now, this card, I thought it could be problematic because it can bring 2 other light fairy monsters onto the field or graveyard. I'll banish 2 from the field and graveyard, so we've got 2 right there, and then add the same number of light fairy monsters. level 2 or lower from the deck into your hand. So I thought I will just use SOO effect to negate that and then bring the House Dragonmaid back. Unfortunately, by doing this, I can't bring out another our regular monster from our graveyard onto the field when it's their standby phase. But luckily enough, we get another attack because we were still in battle phase. I just got to end my turn right there. Like I said, normally after the draw, going to standby phase, SOO normally can summon one Dragonmaid monster onto the field from the graveyard. But like I said, we use this effect, so he's back into the extra deck, but we can always bring him back out. Now try to play Tritron again. Fortunately, he managed to get this one off. He's trying to go everywhere with this. So he tried to destroy my Dragonmaid. I think he does. Yeah, he tried to destroy it, but like I said, having the Return of Dragon Lord saved us right there. So she's still in the field. He loses 1,000 attack points. Not that it matters. And he just set an end right there. Now I wish I could use my Lightning Storm to destroy that, but luckily we drew into a Harpy Feather Duster. And now I'm going to use my Tidian. If you don't know what Tidian does, is we can banish it and then re-summon a Dragonmaid monster from our graveyard onto the field. Now we choose the Laundry Dragonmaid again, so we will discard another 3 cards from our deck into the graveyard. And now since we've got 2 Dragonmaid monsters in our field, we can bring back one card, one Dragonmaid card from the graveyard into our hand. So just gonna activate, I'll bring out the nurse, and now the nurse, when I summon her, she can bring out another monster, Dragonmaid monster, to the field from the graveyard as well. And then luckily we got Chambers right there, so we got activate her effect when she came back to bring an over changeover, so she can search for any spell or trap card in our deck and put it in our hand. So I chose another Dragonmaid changeover, and I'm going to use the Harpy Feather Duster right there to just destroy that. I didn't know what that was. And then I brought out, I used the changeover effect again by putting one monster card back in our hand, and then we can have this card back from the graveyard into our hand. And now, since we brought the Chambers back from the field back to our hand, we can activate the House Dragonmaid effect to destroy one monster card on the opponent's field. And we're going to use one of our changeover to fusion summon the House Dragonmaid and the Chambers. I should have done like Laundry Dragonmaid or someone else apart from our Chambers, but it doesn't make much of a difference at this point. So we use House Dragonmaid and the Chambers Dragonmaid to bring out the Dragonmaid SOO. And now I'm going to battle phase. I can bring the the Laundry back to summon Noodle. We'll go with that. Honestly, some of these cards I can't even pronounce. And then we're going to use the Nurse to bring out Ernest. And we just going to attack into the game. And honestly, it feels so good to win against the Tritron deck, because this deck, when they've set up everything, it is ridiculous. It's just negate after negate after negate. But that was the replay there, guys, so I'm just going to go into a match for you guys and show you guys what this deck can do live. So let's go. So I think we're going second. Hopefully it's, oh, we're going first. That is right. I don't like it when they're going to make me go first. I like to go first in my own choice. I don't like it when they're making me go first. Now this could be problematic. So what I'm gonna do is gonna summon the Kitchen Dragonmaid onto the field, activate her effect by bringing one monster to our hand. I think we're going to bring Ernest into our hands and discard our Nurse Dragonmaid, so we can use the changeover to bring our shoe straight away. You want to bring our shoe as quick as you can. So we use the kitchen and Ernest to bring out shoe, and that's most likely just going to be our turn right there. We can bring this back, but I don't really want to sacrifice shoe to bring to bring changeover back. So I'm just going to end our turn right here. We can continue to play, but I personally don't really want to. I just want to see what the opponent has so that I can negate one, and I can also bring one monster back from the graveyard back onto the field. I'm going to bring out Nurse because her effect is that I can bring out another level 4 lower monster from the graveyard onto the field as well, which is the Kitchen Dragonmaid, and then we can activate the Kitchen Dragonmaid again by bring out I think we're gonna bring this Tikek and then discard Tikek, so when the opponent decides to attack, I can change over these two straight away when they're going to battle phase. Now, really wondering what deck he's actually playing. He is not just going to set one and pass. Ooh, he's playing a ritual. Now I think I'm going to maxi. Am I going to maxi? I am going to maxi, I think. And in hoping that he does have another effect card, so I can use shoe effect. It's not going to be another dry strong, is it? No! Wow! It's a blue eyes deck. Respect. We do bring. Oh, we've got downtime. Downtime is very, very, very situational. I don't personally need downtime, but what's this? I've never seen this the ritual blue eye before. So it can't be destroyed by card effect, and it can change. Ooh. I'm going to use these two so I can have these two back in my hands. Just so when I bring the changeover back, I can. Ew. So I have monsters in my field basically. And I can always use the Nurse Dragonmaid to bring back any monster card, regardless. So he is going to attack my shoe with this change. Ooh. Hopefully I can negate that. It can't be destroyed, but I can negate it and bring out the House Dragonmaid. Hopefully that will work. So we have two back into our extra deck so we can resummon him. And he's not going to attack. So he can't be I'm targeted by card effect at all. Hopefully we get like Chambers. I don't need another Ernest. I can use her effect to bring out another Ernest, I think. Yeah. Because why not? Whipping him out. we are going to activate the changeover to get my changeover back. I think I'm going to change over to bring out Shoe back by using not the nurse, the kitchen. Back to the field. These two bring out the sphere, heavenly sphere. Bring out the nerve to get the dragon and the kitchen back into my hand. I'm going to use the kitchen effect. Put chambers into my hand and then back into the graveyard. And now I'm going to use both of these guys' effect, change over, put it back in my hand, get Ernest out from the graveyard, and kitchens to bring out Tic-Tac. Tic-Tac? I have no idea, honestly, the names of this card. So I'm going to use Chew to attack into the blue-eye Chaos Dragon. I am going to negate that. Chew back into the extra deck, bring Dragonmaid out. I am going to clash, destroy both of them, and then we can attack them directly, and you can't do anything about it. Let's go! That is how you play Dragonmaid. Honestly, I love this deck so much, man. There's so much possibilities you can go whichever way. Like I said, I've only got the nurse and the kitchen, but when you got parlor, you got chambers. It's just so good. If you've got Shoe out, you can negate anything. It's just such a good deck. So that was the live match, guys. So guys, back into the deck profile here. So I'm just gonna run you through all the cards I'm using, just in case you guys want to copy this. With the main deck, obviously Maxi and Ash Blossom are the staples of every single deck that you will be playing. So I only play one copy of Maxi and then 2 copy of Ash Blossom. You can get rid of the Maxi and play the 3rd Ash Blossom, but I don't particularly like doing that, so that's why I'm only playing 2 Ash Blossoms. Onto the Dragonmaid then. We got 2 of the Nurse Dragonmaid. Obviously this card will bring up back a Dragonmaid card from the graveyard back onto the field. Something level 4 or lower. The laundry is you can send the 3 top card from the deck into the graveyard, which can come very handy because the tidying, you want the tidying into the graveyard. So you can special summon one of the Dragonmaid card onto the field basically. The kitchen, only playing 1 copy of her, and I can add 1 Dragonmaid monster from the deck to my hand, but I have to discard a Dragonmaid from my hand into the graveyard. Parlor is just discarding 1 Dragonmaid card. It can be any Dragonmaid card, spell or trap or monsters into the graveyard. So this is how we put the tidying into our graveyard, just so we can do the special summon in some place. With the chambers, this card, when summoned, you can add a spell or trap card from the deck into a hand, as long as it's Dragonmaid. Obviously these guys are here just for the changeovers when we go into the battle phase, because all of the Dragonmaid, when it's going into the battle phase, you can change it over by putting the level 4 lower Dragonmaid back into a hand and bring out these guys from the graveyard. We're playing one Happy Feather Dusters because trap and spell, especially when you play against Eldritch and other cards like that, it's just so good to just see all of the spell and trap cards get destroyed. Reasoning is just to get, like I said, just to get one monster onto the field, and maybe you can do play with that. Returning Dragonlord is just, if I needed to, I can resummon a level 7 or level 8 dragon from the graveyard back to the field, and when it's in the graveyard it can protect one of your dragon type monsters as well, so that's really good. I'm playing one of Pot of Extravagance because I don't really want to banish any card from here. I play, it is quite extra deck heavy as well, so I took it out, and then I took 2 of them out and bought in Happy Feather Dusters and the Lightning Storm instead. Hospitality is just to special summon one Dragonmaid from our hand or graveyard, but we have to banish the equivalent of it. So if I special summon Nurse, I have to discard Ernest from the deck, which, you know, we want these guys to be in the graveyard anyway, so we can change them over onto the field into the battle phase. I think the only card that don't have a changeover is Chambers, like as an equivalent. I think she can't change over into Shu though, so that is absolutely crazy. Changeover obviously is just like a fusion card, so we can bring out Shu or House Dragonmaid if we need to. Lightning Storm, everyone uses this card. It's such an annoying card, man. I cannot stand it. We're playing this just to bring our level 4 lower. You don't exactly have to play this. I personally choose to, because obviously it's a dragon monster. We kind of want any card to be in our field. Dragonmaid Welcome, like I said, it's very situational. If it boosts 100 attack points for each monster main card I control. If I control 2 or more, I can bring any card, any Dragonmaid card from the graveyard back into my hand. Tied in, this, you really want this to be in the graveyard. It's not, if you set it down, it can come in handy to not negate, but you can put one of their cards back into their hand so they can't continue their play. And then the downtime is practically just the same as like Chambers or Nurse. You can put one monster back into a hand, and then I can either add a Dragonmaid card from the deck into my hand, or if I do return it, I can return their spell or trap card to their hand, which is not very necessary, but I do like to run it. And into the extra deck, we do have the House Dragonmaid. Obviously, with her effect, when the battle changeover happens, I can destroy as many cards as I want, as long as the changeover happens, or if there's a card in the field back into my hand happens, so I can destroy as many monsters as I want. Shu is pretty much just the ultimate negate. It can negate anything, card from hand, card from graveyard, card from the field, spell card, traps, anything it can negate, and then I can bring out the House Dragonmaid onto the field. The cards you don't need to play is these 2, and then these links monster you don't need. I just want to have the access code talker just in case I'm struggling. And then the Seal of Heavenly, or the Sail of Heavenly Sphere. That's some word I can't pronounce. So with this card, I don't think I've played this card very much, but what this card does is that you can tribute this card to put in the graveyard, and then put one card from the field, any card either my opponent or my own field, back into our hand. It can be face up or face down, it doesn't matter. And then that's its first effect. Its second effect is when it's go into the graveyard, I can special summon any card from my deck, but their attack and defense become 0. So this is normally how I bring out the nurse, and then the nurse bring out another monster from the graveyard. And that is pretty much it, guys. Try this deck out, I 100% recommend it. It is relatively cheap as well, apart from obviously all these, but you can play like 2 copies of each of these, and you know, you can mix and match it around and bury any ultra rares in here, so I would recommend give it a try. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification as well, guys, so you're never going to miss any one of my videos. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you guys watching this from. So see you later. Peace.